Okay, guys, let's try this again for the second fucking time today. Hopefully, you guys can hear me this time, and hopefully, my watch page will fucking work this time. I'm not entirely sure what in the fuck happened. But it's yeah, it's finally working properly. So, as I was explaining earlier, it's just me today because Skep is still roboting and we haven't figured out why. So Skep's in chat. And I would just first of all like to apologize for the confusion again for 2 goddamn days in a row. I did the time warp and was streaming from yesterday. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. We just cannot understand why my audio sucks, says Skeptalk. It's we don't quite understand what's going on. And then we had this little fucking issue with the stream. So I just had to sit for a minute and not start the stream with screaming and cursing and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to first of all say good morning to everyone, and let's see. We've got Richo, we've got Nico, we've got Michelle, we've got Will Honorless, we've got Opinionated Scotsman. Of course, we have Skep Talk. Let's see, who else have we got here? We've got Chadwick. Skep is a chat dweller. Wait. Valrosk says people outside of Canada very rarely get to see a Canadian screaming. Yeah, well, you get to see me scream sometimes. Let's see. RVA says, and we are back. Yes, we are back. Pincolo did say that he may come on if he has a chance. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Pincolo. Oh my god, excuse me. We're going to send Pincolo an invite. Just to see. He may come on if he isn't busy. And it's also a test to see about roboting. So, as I was trying to say before I discovered that my watch page was wrong, I was setting up the event this morning. And I saw a message from YouTube. Morning, Sora Luna. Piss her off, you get to hear her scream. Yes, this is true, Chadwick. So this morning I was setting up the event, and a little message came popping up, and it was YouTube saying after January 31st, uploads, liked videos, or live streams will not be auto-shared to Twitter or Google+. Now, I understand the Google Plus thing because they're getting rid of Google Plus, but do you really have to take away the auto share to Twitter? Like, what did Jack Dorsey do to piss off YouTube and Google to have them take away the auto share? And how is this helpful for creators? Like, seriously, tech problems are Streamlore with this stream. Yeah. Tech problems and proximity badgers. What a set of lore. 3 different companies, it's not really surprising. Yep, remove the competition, says Michelle. Yep. They probably couldn't agree on a new contract, so they just decided to stop doing it, says Chadwick. Yeah, that's probably the logical thing. But it's so ridiculous. Like, it's hard enough that YouTube takes 30% of super chats, and then you've got all this ridiculousness with Patreon, and you've got YouTube, silencing smaller channels and making them jump through all these hoops to get monetized. And then you take away the only free advertising that they had. Now, luckily, they're not going to take away the sharing. Like, there's a simpler answer. It's the right winger's fault. Yes, Will. Yes, exactly. It's totally, like, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody somewhere was spouting that. Well, if the right wasn't so mean, we wouldn't have to do this. But yeah, it's Trump's fault again, says Richo. Yep. Yeah, it's always Trump's fault. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. I was trying to figure all this out. I don't even have a fucking cup of coffee with me right now. What kind of coffee stream has no coffee? What sort of ridiculousness is this? Twitter is a safe space, that's why, says Nico. Might have something to do with Article 13. Oh, you know what? I didn't think of that. Go make a coffee. We can wait a few minutes. Oh, look, it's a Pink Hollow. Hello, Pink Hollow.
Hello. I think I turned off my stream.
I don't hear it.
Hold on. Wait for it. There we go. Okay, stream's off.
And guess what? There isn't.
Hold on.
Working on it. Hello?
Oh, that sounds way worse.
Sounds way worse.
There was no roboting or anything. You sounded really good. Or did you just switch to your headset?
I did just switch to my headset.
Now you sound like you're in you sound like you're on a walkie-talkie now.
That's interesting. But it's not roboting.
No.
Is it roboting?
It's a pizza, says Scotsman. No, it's not. It's not roboting.
You know what? I think. No, I don't know what to do.
Yes, it's.
See, my problem is I'm traveling. I'm traveling through the middle of nowhere, so I am off to North York Concourse.
And if I put you over here, it's going to echo.
Is Pincalo doing ATC? What?
Hello?
Yeah, no, it sounds.
Can you hear me now?
I can, yeah, but I don't think you can hear me.
Interesting.
So, but you sound fine.
What?
You sound fine.
Okay, good. As long as I sound fine, we're okay. Plus, I am driving, so as long as I don't robot, we should be okay. Okay, so real quick, so we're at the email, right?
Yeah, talk. I'm gonna switch to my phone really quick and go make some coffee.
Oh, great. So we're both going to be sounding like we're in tin cans. That works. That's going to make everybody happy.
I will. I'm growling at you.
That's fine. Mute your mic real quick because I want to give these people some interesting theory.
Well,
So,
I'm going to mute my computer.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. I can't see chat, so I don't know what these people are saying about us. They could be calling me a moron. Who knows? Okay, so the whole thing, I got the same email. I got an email about this yesterday, and if anybody follows me on Twitter, you saw I posted it and said, okay, YouTube showing they don't give two shits about us anymore. Interesting.
What?
Oh, there you are. That's you. The thing chimed in, and it threw me off. Okay, so here's something that's funny. Any of you guys pay attention to the Christy Winters crew, the potato plot? It's actually kind of interesting. So if anybody noticed, last week, Winters liked something. I can't remember whose video it was, but it was someone from our camp, from the skeptic camp, the anti-fem camp, the evil people. You know, those people. And I guess she liked it on YouTube, and it posted to her Twitter. Well, one of the potato heads, I don't know which one, it wasn't Logan, as I think Kevin Logan even said this is kind of getting a little out of hand, because they're both kind of getting lynched, it seems, by their own side.
Okay, yeah, but anything Christy Winters does, Kevin Logan has always been like...
Right. Either way, yeah. That's fun. My whole point is, when that happened, she started getting bombed out by people. Why are you doing this? Why are you liking this person? What the fuck is this? Like, she actually put out an apology tweet saying, I'm sorry I liked it, blah, blah, blah. I posted to my feed, I've deleted all of this. And, okay. And now suddenly, a week later, the shit ain't getting auto-sent?
I'm sorry for the wrong thing.
Did nobody catch this? I'm sorry. Nope, I haven't heard anybody say hide nor hair of this. I'm hoping I was imagining it. But
I'm wondering if people are afraid to say that because they're like, oh, I don't want to be a tinfoil hat.
I'm not. I don't care. You call me all you want. I got pulled over last night because I was telling you when I went to our buddy's place, and I ran a stop sign because I was telling you how pissed off I was because he started toting anti-vax bullshit at me. Because I was saying how proud I am that you're arguing with these people. Argue with vegans all you want. Don't touch the anti-vaxxers. No.
Didn't he start singing at you?
Yes, he started singing something along the lines of brainwashing something about brainwashing, mind control. So I looked at the mirror that was behind me and I said, do you see this? Please, sing into this. Which promptly proceeded me to get pulled over for running a stop sign. Which was really interesting.
Oh, no.
And not get a ticket, because the officer was nice. What happened? What did we break?
Coffee on my hand.
Oh, well, at least it wasn't hot.
Coffee abuse.
Well, lick it up. But you gotta put it on camera if you're gonna lick it up. I'm sure they would love to see that.
Yeah, every time I turn on the camera, it doesn't do anything still.
Because you're not accepting permissions on Safari.
Because Safari does not have the window show where I can find it.
Are you watching chat?
I am about to be because I can't have YouTube on my if I'm on Hangouts on my phone and I put YouTube on.
Yeah.
Hangouts will
okay.
kick me, or YouTube will kick me out of Hangouts.
That's funny.
So now that I'm back in front of my computer, I can.
But yeah, so that's the story behind that. That's my theory. Is I'm one because this is a lot. I've noticed a weird pattern with the Potato Brigade. Is any time this kind of shit goes on, somewhere somehow you see it linked to one of them. And Christie's a weird one because there's been other shit that's kind of happened with it, and it like. I don't want to say maybe the Patreon situation could have been started by that camp. Maybe not. Who knows? All I can do is give a theory.
Oh no, she's not watching us. We're setting things on fire because we're not being watched. We're bad kids, says Nico.
No, it's not that. It's I like to listen to you. I like to see what you guys have to say. It is a conversation.
Pay
But-
no attention to chat. There's nothing to see here.
But I mean, if I'm wrong, someone tell me. Someone go through that feed and find me a screenshot of her Twitter feed real quick. You will find that fucking tweet. Find the apology tweet from last week where she says she is sorry. She apologizes for liking a video. And
Unless
then
you're
appeared on her
blocked.
Twitter timeline. Find that video, because I can't remember whose it was, but it was someone from the Skeptic camp.
Did you just hit a dead zone?
Yeah, I'm passing Guelph.
Ah.
Sorry. I'm doing 120 flying up the 401 trying to get to the other side of Toronto for 2 drops. So. But yeah. So there's
What
that.
was it? What else was there yesterday? Oh yes. Didn't you read somewhere on Twitter that the Reichstag fire was
Everybody
the catalyst for the Berlin
Everybody
Wall?
in this chat. I think it was Blind Rambler's actually the one who originally posted, who actually said I'm the only one that caught it. The Berlin Wall's gone. My cousin was standing at it when it came down. He was one of the soldiers guarding it from the Canadian forces. And the fact that it's still a loud and standing sign of oppression, go fuck yourself.
Hold on. Before we go to that, Sisu says that she heard about the Chrissiosity thing, or the Chrissy Winters thing. Wasn't it the kill stream that she liked, and now she's going on it next week?
I didn't know she was. It might have been the kill stream, but I didn't catch the part about her going on. I kind of shut down social media lately. I've been trying to not be as crazy. But yeah, I didn't know she was going to be going on to the kill stream. See, again, there you go. So they're going to lynch their own.
Nico says she's starting to like Skeptics. She's been playing Pathfinder with V and talking politics on stream with him. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's interesting. And did you guys not notice when she lit Tim on fire a couple weeks ago?
That I didn't know.
Burned Tim like an effigy. He's out of the potato plot. Well, they blocked him. They were talking on a separate account. Oh yeah. There's little things in the lore that some people have noticed, other people haven't. But no, the Reichstag thing, that's funny.
Yeah, the Reichstag was the catalyst, or the Reichstag
gave Hitler the reason to build the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
Does anybody understand? Does anybody know how many different things are factually inaccurate about that statement?
I do.
What year did Hitler come to power?
33.
So, the exact year he came to power, he had enough influence. Fuck off.
Hitler, okay, so, not to mention the Reichstag fire was a race baiting trick. Okay. The Nazi party had the Reichstag burnt to the ground, and then said the Jews did it. So is 50 Splinters Yank or Canadian, says Richo. She's a Yank. Thank God. Oh, Pincalo hit a dead zone. Hitler built the Berlin Wall? LOL. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
There you are.
Yep, sorry. That's what happens. It'll be better once I get closer to civilization.
Hey, Addie.
You know, there's one thing I'll never do. I'll never do cattle transport. You couldn't pay me enough.
And why is that?
Because that's, no, too much responsibility and too much risk.
Yeah.
Just got blown by.
What was it? The wall was built 16 years after Hitler shot himself. Yeah, I know.
Yep, but it was his direct influence that caused it.
I blame Canada for Justin Bieber too. Actually, no, I blame Usher for Justin Bieber.
No, I blame YouTube for Justin Bieber.
I don't. I blame Usher.
No, I'm sorry. Where was he? Where did Usher discover?
Yeah, Usher discovered him on YouTube. That's true. Are you in a valley?
I'm crossing over the hill to go by, or am I just cutting out?
You're cutting out.
That's the difference. I need to make sure of that because it has to do with that whole conversation we had about the tech thing.
Yeah.
Now let's see here. Yeah, I'm just passing through Milt. I'm just about to come down the mountain.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. So, how much of that did you miss?
A lot.
This is why I said I was going to wait a little while.
This says Nico.
Yeah, well, this is just because of where I am. I'm between 5 towers. I'm right in the middle of them all.
Michelle says, did you hear that Brexit isn't going to stop migration? They're not even going to limit it. I thought that was one of the points of leaving, so they could limit immigration into the UK.
That would be the customs thing.
Well, the whole original idea of Brexit is dead, so...
Brexit's not going to happen. They won't let it. The EU will not allow it to happen, which is the problem, which is the whole point of it, which is funny because the EU army is going to invade Britain if that happens. Because don't forget, it's amazing how much of that stuff's been put on the back burner, too.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, oh, where's this talk of the EU army? Where's all this other talk? See, it's all bullshit. Like, look at what they're doing up here. I've noticed something. So they're talking about mandatory breathalyzers, or the cops can pull you over at any time starting, like, January 19th or something like that. Like last night, the problem with last night was I was afraid that he was... Luckily, he was a really good cop. But what they're noticing is in opinion pages. News is primary opinion pieces now. Everyone is taking opinion pieces as fact because the news aggregates are piping that stuff through as if it's news, where people don't read the little tiny. There's usually one word right at the top of the page underneath in the title and everything, where the date and everything are.
Yeah.
It'll say opinion. They'll put that into the opinion page somewhere. Like the one about the law enforcement from the National Post today was it actually said commentary, or a commentary on the matter.
Okay, I gotcha.
So it's the soft language. It all goes back to what Carlin said. Soft language is what's hurting us and what's going to ruin us all, and it is exactly what he was warning us about.
Yeah.
He warned us about all of this.
He really did. His stand-ups were...
Right down to vegans.
Yep.
Right down to the, I don't wanna. Just all of it. He was dead on. Same with Williams. Same with Rivers. And where are they all now? If you want to talk conspiracy, oh boy, do I have a comedy conspiracy for everybody. All right, that's it. Hear me out. Am I clear now? Am I better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm coming down the mountain. I'm into Milton. Okay, so my
and now you just cut out again.
Theory and how comedy is. Hold on. Come on, connect.
There you go.
Let's play Connect 4. I'll be coming down the mountain when I come. Okay.
That's funny because Nico put that in chat. Can Kahlo be coming around the mountain when he comes?
I'm going around a bend. Well, this is just, if anybody has ever been through Ontario, if you're going to 401 through between Guelph and what's called Milton, it's a mountain technically, but they don't put the towers up high. They put the towers on the ground, on the lower part of the mountain. Stupid.
We'd prefer to call them, what's it called?
Oh, come on.
Fuck! Fuck!
Keep in touch. Keep in touch towers.
That's it. Keep in touch towers.
Oh, I can't believe you lose. Okay. Where was I? Oh, right, my comedy conspiracy. Can I talk now? You think I'm
Yes.
good? Okay. My comedy conspiracy. See, they're coming after me. The comedy CIA people are coming after me. Okay, so right now we've got 5 to 10 top edgy comics, right? You got Rogan, who has actually kind of dulled down the last year, like his last special made me want to kill myself. You got Louis C.K., who's one of the final edgy guys, who's now getting lynched. If you look at them, they're all getting hung. If Carlin Rivers, and Williams were the last 3 of the master comedians. By master comedians, I mean the ones that started this whole fucking shit. Carlin started it in the 30s and 40s, and I will say 30s and 40s because if you actually watch the Carlin stuff, there's a long documentary. It's an interview with George Carlin, and he talks about how he started doing this way long ago. His dad, he talks about how his dad left his mom when he was like 5. So Carlin was one of the Carlin and them wrote the book on how to do edgy comedy.
Yeah.
They were able to build their wall up to defend against these censorships and everything, to the point where Carlin in the 80s had to, was it the 80s? It was the 80s. It was in color. He had to go on to he went on to the NPR radio. He went on to the broadcasters meeting. It was a big conference, and that was where he explained about the 7 words you can't say on TV and how and censorship. Basically, everything that's happening now, he warned us about in this whole big press meeting. It was a press conference. And it had to do with when he was getting censored, when they kept on trying to censor everything in the 80s. When the right was trying to censor everybody for religious purposes.
Yeah.
For the religious right was trying to censor everything. Whereas now, let me go back. So they then had to build this wall up. Okay, so we have to build this wall up. We got to get defenses. We have to show that comedy can be offensive and funny, which they all did.
Yeah.
And then once they all started dying off, and the 90s came around, and the social justice and the feminist movement started picking up pace, and everybody started getting offended for everybody else. And yes, this did start in the late 90s. It was weird. It was a weird turn of events that happened. So suddenly you've got these comics that are clean comics who would come up, like, who was one of the first clean comics? He actually gave Richard Pryor a lot of shit for his routine. Yeah, Cosby. Wow, I can't believe I forgot that. Meanwhile, he was raping women in the back. But either way.
No shit, right? he doth protest too much.
So yeah, so he was one of the ones that was all about clean comedy. Fine, whatever. But you look at the other guys who were succeeding, and they were helping to fight this battle, and they were the ones that were causing the progress. They were the ones that was making so it was more diverse, because guys like Cosby were pretty much raised by white people. They were like, so these right-wing kind of like, I'm not from the hood. But you got like Eddie Murphy showing up. They're telling Eddie Murphy to keep it down.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
But like, so it was the 80s and 90s were the high point of all of this, where you could be as offensive as possible, because they were trying to figure out, okay, what's the actual ceiling we can go to? Dead kids. Okay, we stopped there.
Yeah.
They never went past, like, some would, but you know what I mean. It's the truly edgy comedians. Then you've got these newer guys that are coming, like what Judd Hirsch, or what? No, not Judd Hirsch. Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
That idiot, right? You've got the feminist who, I was raped and that's why this is funny kind of comedian chick.
Yeah.
You got Fat Schumer, who wants to squeeze herself into a sealskin fucking pleather pants and look like she was poured in through a really bad Jello mold.
And then talk about her pussy and how bad it smells. It's like,
it's just all of these things. These people consider this to be shock comedy. No, this is like this is like the same concept as when horror went from it's the glory of the Stan Winston days to what the hell am I watching right now?
mm-hmm.
Where you would get scared by the gore, whereas now it's just, well, I'm just going to cut their head open with a machete.
Well,
and
it's true.
It's not even that impressive.
Like, because, and the way that they do gore now is lazy.
Yeah, everything is lazy.
It's
just
lazy
like these writers.
Fuck,
these writers.
Sorry.
No, these writers for the comedy stuff, right? They want recognition. They think it's funny because they hear a laugh track in their head.
Mm-hmm.
These are people who watched The Big Bang Theory and thought that Chuck Lorre was one of the greatest writers on earth. When, no, he's not. Never was. No. NBC comedies. These are the people that laugh at fucking shit like... Sorry, people. Scrubs was not fucking funny.
No.
House was funny. Scrubs was not.
House was funny, but House was also heart-wrenchingly sad at the same time.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. It's like comedy died. Everything died in the year 2000. But the main problem that we have is you've got the wall of these people of Rivers, Robin, and Carlin were the ones that they kept fighting. If you pay attention, up until they died, they were fighting off people that were like, "You're too offensive. Fuck you."
Yeah, like it's bad for you. The last. Stand up.
It's bad for you. Was Carlin knowing he was going to go?
Yeah.
And he just wanted to make sure everybody knew you're all fucked, and he was right. You guys don't believe me? Go back and watch that. It's on YouTube. Look up Carlin, the most recent Carlin stand-up. It's called "It's Bad for You."
Yeah.
You will see in your own mind. Okay, this is a man who's on his way out.
Even the joke he makes about his age.
Yeah, he knows.
I'm 69 with one finger in my ass. It's, you know what I mean? It's like...
He knew.
He knew.
But he also knew that when he went, that was the keystone. That was the keystone to the arc. The arch is now falling over. You've got guys like Rogan trying to hold it up, but unfortunately, social pressures are what are controlling these people.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. stood up to it for years. Now, oh no, he jerked off in front of women that he asked permission to jerk off in front of, but because he jerked off in front of them, that's sexual assault.
You've got other black comedians calling Chris Rock a coon because he laughed because Louis C.K. said the N-word.
Yes. People calling Louis C.K. white is another thing I laugh at. He's Mexican.
Yeah.
Just like Masterson. Like Dick Masterson. He's Mexican. Well, half. They don't know what they're fighting. They have nothing to fight. So as for the comedy thing, if you look at what's happened to it, now the arch fell. Now that when Rivers was the last one to go,
yeah,
it fell. It has fallen. Comedy is dead. Look at movies. Look at writing. Look at anything done. It's all the same bullshit. It's all the same regurgitated crap. We were watching that stupid-ass fucking... I was watching that stupid fucking Bird Box movie.
Yeah, see...
And all I could do through the whole thing is scream at it, going, why can't you be original?
Well, because horror is dead, too.
To wherever I fell asleep, it was every single fucking zombie horror movie trope out there. It was the crowd of people running behind you from the same panicked first-person viewpoint. The random car explosions. The people killing themselves. Oh, fuck, that movie pissed me off. More on that Sunday night, though.
Horror movies are going just as bad as comedy is. It's like
Horror's getting shut down more along the lines of people want scary, but they don't want to see blood because they're squeamish. Everyone's trying to Disneyfy the world. Because if you pay attention to what Disney did, if you could see, honey, you would see that, like Tarzan. Perfect example. It's one of the ones that's brought up a lot lately. The movie Tarzan, the cartoon movie. Okay, right. He gets in a fight with Bagheera. Yeah. Okay. And
Bagheera?
Not Bagheera, the Shao Kahn. Sorry.
Shao Kahn.
Whatever the fucking tiger's name is. I can't remember the tiger's name. Ra. No.
I can't either, but it's not. It's
Shere Khan. Shere Khan.
Shere Khan is Jungle Book.
Right. Oh. Okay, well, he gets in a fight with something, okay? And he gets grazed across his chest, but the scratches and the claw marks disappear. Disney doesn't allow blood.
No.
Bambi's mom gets shot. No blood. I think the only time I ever saw blood was in the first Land Before Time movie, when the mother got killed by the shark tooth. There was wounds on her back.
Saber. Or Sabor.
What?
Sabor?
Is that the name of the stupid tiger?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not fucking Tarzan meets Mortal Kombat or Jungle Book. It's Shao Kahn. What the
Well, every time I think a tiger in a book attacking a human that was born into the wild, I think Mowgli and Shere Khan. When I think Shere Khan, I think Shao Kahn. It's always been like that since I was a kid.
Shao Kahn is dead now.
Shao Kahn... Spoilers!
The game is 4 years old.
But yeah, so comedy died when Joan Rivers finally died, because even Joan Rivers said comedy's going to shit. Amy Schumer, when Amy Schumer said, I compare myself to Joan Rivers, I wanted to fly to Hollywood.
Yeah, I know, right? Was she the one who said she should be making the same amount of money as Chris Rock?
Yes, she is. Anytime you hear controversy in the comedy world, it's generally that dumb bitch. Not even Whitney Cummings says that kind of stupid shit, and she's more like Joan Rivers.
Mm-hmm. You know who I'm really disappointed about in the new comedians? Wanda Sykes.
She's not a new comedian, and she's been a disappointment since the 90s.
No, she used to be funny.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She was, no. Okay, I disagree. I disagree with that. Hey, do we have any news stories?
Let's see.
I'm just curious, because I'm sure the people are tired of hearing us go back and forth.
Let's see what's in, let's see what Gunfox has left.
By the way, has it been clear now this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm currently on the 407 paying $1 a kilometer. You think I'm joking, but really it's like 35 cents a kilometer right now. And I have to travel like 80 on here or 100, something like that. Yeah. But hey, I'd rather have, it's much better than driving on the 401.
True.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how is the chat?
Let's see, how is the chat? Oh, don't get me started on what? She used to be awesome, now she's just another talking head, says Chadwick.
I'm guessing Wanda Sykes.
Whoopi Goldberg, yeah. That's a disappointment.
The View murdered Whoopi. She's
Take
been on
Amy
the View.
Schumer, bring back Joan Rivers, yeah. I agree with that.
Fuck, I'll take Amy Winehouse over Amy Schumer.
Well, she's dead too.
But yeah. So, it's
Where
Friday.
is that stupid... You know what's weird? Your server shows up on my computer, but not on my phone.
Wait, what shows up on what?
Jake, there's a few servers that I'm a part of that don't show up on my phone, but they show up on my computer.
On Discord?
Yeah.
Huh. Who knows?
Another migrant caravan is forming in Honduras.
Gee, it's almost like the first one didn't work. What does an invading force do when their first attempt fails?
They regroup and try again.
You're never getting monetized.
Nope. Thank you, Gunfox.
Oh, hooray! Dixie Road, 19 kilometers to go. Hey, am I really going 140? Jesus. Woohoo! Everyone else is too, so it's not just me.
Maduro started a second term on Thursday.
Good.
Good?
Good.
Okay, why is that good again?
Maduro's a communist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. They've been under communism, some for a long time. They will never, just like, they'll never get out of it. They're gonna crumble. Let them continue to eat their rabbits, eat their pets. I have no sympathy. Sorry, the people did this themselves. Instead of trying to run out of their own countries to the U.S., they should be standing up and revolting instead of being revolting. What? I'm sorry, I went through the system and went into the States legally. I then served in your military and then left. I did not have U.S. citizenship. I rolled out. I came home. That was my thank you for giving me a green card. Now, these people can do the same thing. And if they can't, well, then they should try and organize a revolution. Because that's how, the only way you can promote an uprising is to have a revolution. That's the only way you're going to get out of communism, is you have to kill the leader of communism. How did Marxism die?
Well, it's
how did the Lenin control die? Oh, how did the control from Lenin go down? How did that stop? Could Lenin have continued on?
Well, Stalin just adopted Leninism for his own purposes.
Now, where did Lenin go?
Lenin died.
How?
I don't know.
What happened to Marx?
Marx died of... I thought they both died of natural causes. I'm pretty sure Marx and Lenin died of natural causes.
Now, what about What about Kim Jong? What about the Kim Jong?
Natural causes again.
Did they get voted out before they died?
Nope.
How is the only way to take the power away from a communist dictatorship? You have to take out the leadership. You cannot peacefully resolve this situation. It can only be done through coup. Who said that?
Oh, hello, Goatman. Hello, Goatman.
That's the only way. The only way that you can get rid of a communist regime is by death. You can't vote it out. How do you vote? How do you vote out a corrupt system? Haven't they been trying to vote leaders out of communist parties and out of communist leaderships for how many fucking years now?
Yeah.
This is a serious issue. Well, politics will reign. Democracy shall beat communism. No, it won't. How did the USSR actually fall? They killed themselves. The US did not stop the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union bankrupted themselves.
Yeah.
into death. Putin came in, and as much as people are like, oh, it's communism, technically, yeah, but technically, no. They kind of have a rudimentary free market, too, just like China. I do business with China, like we do business with people in China. You don't pay the Chinese government, you pay the company. There are ways to make it work. Communism bad. Any communists in the crowd can go and be like communists and go play the red line.
So
What?
there's a story that I'm reading right now about an 18-year-old Saudi woman who was trying to escape her family.
Yeah, the one that locked herself. Yeah, there's two of them actually.
And then so there's this trend on Twitter that says remove guardianship and we won't all migrate.
You might want to read that article out loud. Share with the class.
What?
Share with the class.
Okay, so I haven't been able to figure out how to slow my screen reader down, guys, so I do apologize, but I've gotten through all the links and crap, so here's the article. Oh wow. Is there a way you can mute yourself for a second?
Go for it.
Some freedoms have been granted under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who ended a ban on women driving, eased restrictions on gender mixing, and championed firsts such as allowing women to serve in the armed forces. Yet those changes have been accompanied by a crackdown on dissent, including the arrest and alleged torture of some of the activists who campaigned for decades to improve women's rights, as well as Muslim preachers who opposed them. Many activists are calling for an end to the guardianship system, which has been chipped away at slowly over the years but remains in force. Under the system, every Saudi woman is assigned a male relative, often a father or husband but sometimes an uncle, brother or even a son, whose approval is needed if she is to marry, obtain a passport and travel abroad.
Wait, your son can give you approval on whether or not, okay then. That's kind of weird.
FSK_ the plight of Radif Mohammed Al-Kanan, who slipped away from her family last weekend during a holiday in Kuwait, recalls the cases of other Saudi women who fled mistreatment only to be forcibly returned to the kingdom and never heard from again. Amid global outrage at Saudi Arabia over last year's murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, Kanan's tweets from Bangkok airport sparked an online campaign. She barricaded herself inside a hotel room for hours until the Thai government reversed its decision to send her home. In some countries, her adult age would have prevented the authorities from telling her family anything about her. In Saudi Arabia, her gender meant she was her father's ward. You are remove guardianship and we won't all migrate trended this week on Twitter in Saudi Arabia.
Remove guardianship and we won't all migrate. That's
May, who identified as a 36-year-old physician, said she was embarrassed to have 2 children and a degree from Harvard University but still be viewed as a minor. You are currently on a text element inside of web.
Okay. I'm gonna you can unmute yourself for a second, honey. I'm gonna stop and pick apart the sentence that I just read. How do you identify as a 36-year-old with 2 children?
That's just easy. I'm 36 years old and I have 2 kids.
But why as a
Don't read into it.
No. Why as a journalist would you choose to write the sentence so-and-so who identifies as a 36-year-old mother of 2 children?
Because soft language. Don't read so much into that. It's because soft language. Writers are useless, and now they have to try and kowtow to everybody else.
And now you know why I don't want to finish my book.
Because you get lynched for writing about a Mexican faggot who...
Because I don't want to be among that ilk. You know what?
Now this story is actually kind of funny because this is the women in Saudi Arabia going, whoa, hold on a second. Why? Wait, what? We have to, no, okay. It's come to our attention that this is fucking stupid. We would like to stop. Why? Why do you want to stop? Well, if you don't, we're gonna leave. That's a good thing. This doesn't seem like such a bad thing if they can do it right. But no, they're just gonna take all these women and they'll just disappear. Population control. Continue. Hello?
Oh, shit, Nico, I thought Skep came over with the link.
What do you mean? Skep Talk did come over. What? What's going on?
No, Nico asked if I gave Skep the new stream link so he could watch it. Nico, Skep's not coming into the hangout today because he's roboting too badly. So that's why he's not on the hangout.
If Nico doesn't want to listen to me, fine. Okay, Neko, I got you. I hear how it is.
But I thought Skep came over here. I'll send him the stream link so he can come watch if he's not watching already.
Maybe he went to run errands.
Or that. Anyway, what's it called? So yeah, this story is very
This story's
interesting.
blowing up.
Well,
It turns out that there are 2 girls involved in this, not just the one.
oh,
Yeah, there was another article this morning talking about there was a second name. I didn't really catch it too much because I was trying to watch Fact Beam, but yeah. Yeah, basically there are 2 now that are in the same boat that are both trying to say, no, well, we don't want to go back. We want to be free. We're going to die. Because there have been documents. There was a couple of them that were in the Philippines and Thailand, for instance. And
Yeah.
because they're Muslim majority countries, they will hold the people trying to escape until their family comes and gets them.
right.
That is what the barricading was all about. It was because that's what's going to happen. Because it happened last year, I think. There was the one girl who just up and poof, gone.
Yeah.
And then you got idiots that want to scam people out of $10,000. Where's the fucking money, David? Yeah, like that's the whole thing. It's again another perfect situation where revolution is required. We're a situation where this is what fascism is and a dictatorship. They want to hide it underneath the guise of religion. Fine, it can still be a religious dictatorship. It's not that hard, and that's exactly what these people are. Is when you have a religion that runs your country that is not willing to reform the way it should reform. Did I miss my turn? I think I missed my exit.
Nico says, no, I like hearing you, Pincalo. I just realized I didn't see Skep in chat.
But yeah.
Chadwick says it happens more than you think. Most people never make it out and their voices are never heard. This is,
Exactly.
yeah.
So again, that is reform on the religion that needs to be done.
And then Richo says she was meant to come to Australia, but now she's going to Canada.
Yeah,
I
that was
didn't know
because that's because Justine got wind of it.
Yeah, he needed to virtue signal again.
Oh, well, what was it? What was it? What day was it that he celebrated somebody in independence of something and it
Haiti. On
Yeah,
New Year's Day, instead of wishing everyone a happy New Year's Day, he wished Haiti a happy Independence Day. There was no mention of New Year's Day. It was just Happy Independence Day to our Haitian brothers and everyone celebrating around the world today.
283 more days.
Are you seriously counting?
I am seriously counting down the days. It's like 283 or something like that, somewhere close. It's under 290. I know that because he needs to fucking go. This is fucking getting stupid. What's the new one they just did? Oh, these idiots. The healthcare shit. Yeah, our government's dumb. That's fine. Scheer will make it better. Oh yeah, he's under fire again. But what else is new? But yeah, the whole thing is when you have these guardianship laws that are based on shit from thousands of years ago when a woman couldn't leave her house without getting raped by savages. Okay, fine. Back then, understandable. The son thing. I heard you laugh at that. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That means that Alex, at 4 years old, can even tell you no.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
Syrian,
no,
I used to work
he
with
was
the one
stopped
that
at a red light, guys. Everyone just went, "What happened to the noise?"
Sorry.
They were used to the car, and then it stopped, and they're like, "What happened?"
Yeah, because I missed my exit. Because I'm talking to you, wonderful people.
And then Richo says, "Surely he can't win, or is Canada too far left?" I don't think it's gone that far. I think there's enough Canadians that are fed up with his ridiculous behavior.
Yeah, but the problem is you have to look at the representative. Who are the MPs?
Yes, but also.
But we don't have an electoral college, right?
No, we don't. But think about this: the biggest number of ridings in the country just went conservative provincially.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he'll lose his seat. Okay, he will. See, he will lose his seat. He will be ousted. The conservative leadership will take over, and I am a little nervous when they do. He said he's not going to reform much of the stuff that's been out, but I know he's going to reform a whole bunch of the shit.
The thing about the Canadian Conservatives that you have to remember is that they're not as anti-socialism as...
Well, conservatives in Canada are not really conservatives. They're called progressive conservatives.
Yeah.
Then the reason they're called progressive conservatives is it's liberal light. Unless you get into, like, the way that Harper got, where he just kind of got really hard into it. But, see, the problem with the progressives is they're more about big business than the little guy. This is where I come into play, and I'm a little fearful. Whereas the liberals want to help the little guy and screw everyone else over, which doesn't work either. You need a balance. And this is why Jack Layton was the right choice, but he died. I would have taken Margaret Cho.
Yeah. And Scotsman, yes, Canada's system is the same as the UK system. It's first past the post.
It's first past the post, kind of.
No, it is.
We don't match the UK. We do not match the UK system exact. There's two things. There's like 2 or 3 things that are different.
Yes, we have a House of Commons, not a House of Lords. That's.
And we have a Senate. They don't have a Senate.
No, but we definitely have a first past the post system.
And the Senate's recent too. The Senate's like the last 30 years. The Senate was the Liberals.
The Senate was Trudeau Sr., I believe.
Yes, the Senate was the Liberals.
Because when he repatriated the Constitution, I think that's when the Senate came into.
The Senate came into play because of the Quebec bullshit. Because Quebec didn't want to be fucking. We did not want to be part of your Constitution. We have our own Constitution.
That's not how it happened at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The French actually did get the French actually did get fucked.
Just a little.
No, just a lot.
Now they got their own bullshit. I'm sorry. When you have your own separate fucking constitution apart from the country that you are a part of, that is a fucking problem. I don't care what you say. That is a problem. The fact that the Quebecois have their own different set of fucking rules is a fucking problem.
Oh shit! He's wrong. Scotsman says the UK has both a House of Commons and a House of Lords. Is the House of Lords like the Senate then? I wonder if the House of Lords is analogous to our Senate.
I doubt it. Our political system is so backwards.
Yeah, it is.
But then again,
every state has its own constitution in America, says Sisu. That's true.
Not.
That is true.
Yes, however, this is the problem. Yes, they do. Wait, yes, but it doesn't have the same kind of bullshit. It doesn't make them their own separate nation.
It doesn't make Quebec their own separate nation.
Yeah,
either.
Quebec. Really?
Really?
Really? They can have French as their primary language and English as their secondary language. Whereas that doesn't happen in any other province.
That doesn't make them their own separate nation.
They have.
Sorry, that doesn't make them a nation.
They have. Oh! Then you made me miss my turn again. Damn it! I need to read the Quebec fucking charter. That's what I need to do.
Chadwick says, yes, each state has its own constitution, but it can't circumvent the federal constitution, and neither can the Quebec one. They had a referendum on that in 1994, and they lost.
I forgot about that. I will full out admit I forgot about the referendum. U-turn permitted. Yay, I can do a U-turn. I hope everybody's enjoying the shit show. It's always fun when I come on. So where were we?
We were talking about, I don't know. I really don't know what we were talking about.
Yeah, politics is not fun. Let's talk about something more fun. Go.
So, oh fuck.
This is fun.
So last night I discovered that I am nowhere near as good at Mortal Kombat Online as I am at Soul Calibur Online.
You got backhanded by. Oh, I gotta get that. I want to get that screenshot.
But the thing is that I also discovered that there are some people who will do. You know, I thought there were moves that people spammed in Soul Calibur. Holy fuck! There was somebody who did katana, who just did a katana's one move over and over again. There was somebody who was doing Scorpion's fire thing only, like, over and over again.
See, those could just be older gamers, though.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, from an older gamer perspective, we learned Mortal Kombat 1 without instructions, without any of that shit. We had to figure it all out ourselves, and we figured it out. And we figured it all out through button mash.
And then it was funny because there were some people, I got to hear, there's an interesting demographic of people that play Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah, did you hear? Oh, yeah, the nose breather.
The nose breather, the Mexican girl.
You got beat up by a Mexican girl? Was she hot?
She sounded hot, and I think she actually figured out, like, I can't remember the word for blind, but I think she actually said it. I think she actually figured it out.
She might have just said your name.
No.
I don't know. I was not listening because you had headphones on and I was playing Rush.
Before I heard what I think was the word for, like, because I can't quite remember what it is for in Spanish, but I heard creo que.
Ah.
So I was like, oh, I think she figured it out. I hate button mashers, says Chadwick. Yeah, me too.
She says to the mirror.
Yeah, okay.
What? At least I can figure out combos.
Get over here, says Rochelle. Mortal Kombat rocks, says RVA. It does.
So, this was fun, though. Got me all the way out to my destination. I still have to go all the way back out to. I have to go all the way back to where I picked up, where my first pickup was, way the hell out in the middle of nowhere on the other side of town.
I really am enjoying the talks. Pink Hollow should be on more often, says Sissy. Well, unfortunately, Pink Hollow doesn't always get long drives where that he can. Usually he's running in and out of the car and in and out of buildings, and
yeah.
So it's kind of a rarity that he gets. And when he does do the longer drives, they tend to be in the afternoon when I'm not doing the stream.
That's why you catch me on the Kumite sometimes.
Yeah. So this is a rarity, but I do like having him on when he does have these long drives in the morning, because it's fun. It's like an extra blind and special.
Asterisk on the special. Restricted area. No authorized personnel behind this point. Why? Because it's a window place. They need to secure their windows for all their future children. Oh. Okay, I'm going to stop now before I kill myself. But it was great being on, people. I'm going to go make a delivery. Everyone have fun. Honey, I will talk to you after the show.
All right.
Be safe, everybody.
Well, guys, I'm going to actually keep it to about an hour today, because I ate before the show, but my stomach is like growling, and I really don't want the microphone to pick it up, because I'm afraid it's gonna get that loud. So I'm gonna have to go and eat something. I really hope you guys had a good stream. I'm sorry that we started so late. I hope that you guys will come by tomorrow night for the Star Trek stream, where we will be talking about The Year of Hell, which is the first two-parter in Season 4. It's episodes 8 and 9 of Season 4 of Voyager. And like I said before, it will be a good test to see if roboting happens then, because if it does not, then it is the time of day that is the problem. It will be interesting to see if Hammer robots as well. I doubt he will, because his bandwidth is redonkulous. I hope everyone has a really good day and a good weekend. Please come by tomorrow for the Star Trek stream and the Blind and the Special stream on Sunday, where Pink Hollow will again be trying to describe the end of Bird Box, and hopefully I will talk him into letting me at least play a fucking fighting game so I can take out my rage on the stupidity that he is telling me about. Anyway, I hope everyone, like I said, has a great day. We'll see you guys later on. Have a great day, guys. A great weekend. Stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow for the Star Trek stream, 10 p.m. Eastern. See you later, guys.